Voices blaming blood and she. This is a story about how far a teenager can go to achieve her dreams. You must help a girl get to the room where all dreams come true. What does a child with schizophrenia think about? What worries her? What does she dream about? The player is the girl's inner voice, which must cope with all the difficulties on the way to the room of desires. Be careful, children at this age are very capricious and hot-tempered. Hello and welcome. It is I, Lynx, and today we will play a game from Gattapelatta. That's right. First visual made by that dev, apparently. Voices blaming a blood and she. Let us have a look. I also noticed that there is another game from this dev of not a visual novel genre. Who knows, maybe we'll have a look at this one as well in the future. For now, let's begin over here. Where's my mouse? Yo, where is my mouse? Why does it... Oh, there we go. Why does it disappear when I go into the game? The mouse cursor. That's so weird. Get up. I mean, let's save. Dude, I can't see the cursor. You can see the game somehow. What the hell is going on? Why did it stop working? Okay, let's switch to display. Alright, should be good now. I do not know what is happening. I feel like the game is not really working well with Streamlabs. The game capture doesn't work. The window capture completely messed everything up. Like, when I went to the game, the cursor was not there. Then also when I clicked something, it would not appear at all in Streamlabs video capture and so on. So yeah, display capture it is. Anywho, let's say, because important choice, get up. Hey, what? I was just about to take a nap. When will you finally shut the freak up? Look, since you just won't shut up, let's give you a name. Oh, wait. If my voice in my head is so talkative, maybe you can just give yourself a name. Sure. Ooh, Arthur, this is a freaking weird name. No, it's not. Okay, let's look for a room. What? Already? What room? Am I the voice in your head? Let's go with that. Of course, who else can I talk to here? In this field, I'm the only one for the next 50 kilometers. Yeah, that must be nice, not having people around in the perimeter of 50 kilometers. Yeah. Sometimes really help me, but there are times when I just freaking hate you. Ow. If only I could pause you when you start to piss me off. But alas, you can't do that. What room? Emma? Okay, I guess. What room? I recently heard from two junkies that there is a wish room somewhere and I really want to find it. I read on the internet. Capital letter internet. But the entrance is somewhere here, but so far I can't see anything. I still can't believe that I can wish for everything I want. All that remains is to find it, and I really hope that you will help me with this. Arthur, you know, there are two types of people at school. The first ones think that I am mentally ill. Okay. The latter think that I'm sniffing or something like that.
I feel like you mean sniffing something, but whatever.
And the whole problem is that I can't just go up to someone and say, yeah, everything's fine, just have a voice in my head.
Everyone does. You guys don't have a voice in your head? Weird.
At the moments like this, I hate you the most. Hey, look, there is a ladder, and it leads underground. Oh, hell yeah! I'm sure this is it. Oh, what a stench. Why is this room so clean, but it smells so bad?
Have you ever been to a hospital? That is your answer.
It's very strange, but I catch myself thinking.
What are you talking... I'm tired of your monologues. What are you thinking about?
Is it weird that I feel safe when I'm away from home?
No, it's not. No, I understand. I mean, maybe not the safety part, but... How do I explain this? Whenever I was away from the house, from the home back in the day, basically away from family, I would become like more talkative and so on somehow. I'm not exactly sure what's the reason for that and so on, but it's like, dude, I don't know, being away from family made me open up more easily, something like that. Kinda weird. But maybe it's normal? No clue. No clue whatsoever.
It seems to me that the further I go, the more comfortable I become.
Oh, see, okay. This is the part that is very hitting with me.
Maybe I'm that weird. Am I just tired of the people around me?
Maybe. Of course you are weird. You are nobody who is not even worthy of your own shite. I hope you die. Wow. And make your parents' life easier because they hate you. Wow. I'm sure we'll find a room and everything will be fine. Don't pay attention to the idiots who bully you. Hell yeah, this is my answer.
Thanks. It's nice to know that someone supports me. What would I do without you? Arthur, look! I think we need to go there.
I just realized it's not 1920 but by 1080 ratio, by the way. Which is fine. We did play quite a few games in this way. Like it's literally a square.
What the freak with this corridor?
What the freak is?
It looks creepy but calming at the same time. Who cares? I'm not going home anyway. I love long corridors.
I personally don't.
When you walk through places like this, you have so much time to think about different things. For example, cucumbers in cheeseburgers.
What about them?
What the freak?
What do you mean?
Personally, I think that eating warm cucumber is the same as sucking warm and sweaty ice cream. If that makes sense.
What are you talking about? But the cucumbers are not being grilled or anything. You're a weird girl. Your tasting food is weird. I should not be saying that, but whatever. More like, imagine having a cheeseburger without a cucumber. What is wrong with you? Come on.
Abomination!
No, it's not.
Maybe that's why I feel comfortable in this empty place. There won't be a single idiot here eating cheeseburgers with cucumbers.
Dude, me right now having a cheeseburger with a bunch of cucumbers. Yes. They do belong there.
By the way, since I started thinking about burgers, tell me, have you watched Pulp Fiction?
Sometime, very long time ago.
Stop, you're the voice in my head. Ah ha ha ha. Of course you've seen this movie. Don't think that I only watch anime.
Capital letter.
Which usually consists of 4 boring episodes and then even equally boring 12.
What? How dare you? If anything, if there is anything boring, it's the sitcoms. Which I stopped watching at some point of life because, well, I would always fall asleep watching them. If anything, it's anime that is not boring. That's the thing.
I've already lost count of how many times I've watched Tarantino's entire filmography.
I've never done that.
The Hateful Eight gave me a lot of emotions at the time.
I don't know if I watched this. Have I watched this? The Hateful Eight. When was it? 2016. Oh, then I definitely have not watched this. 2016 was when I graduated from university. So yeah, I was not watching any movies or anything like that by then.
Well, my only anime
Capital letter.
interests are visual novels.
Also capital letters.
Because thanks to them I can really escape just like I'm escaping now.
Oh.
I think I see the end of this corridor. I'm even a little upset. I was ready to walk all day long. This is an elevator. I'm scared that we're going lower and lower. But it's too late to turn around. Well, I hope it doesn't lead to the depths of hell. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Let's go. Do you see this? I can't even see the bottom of this underground complex. How long do I have to go like this? Oh, it is already clear to everyone that the main fear of a person is the unknown. And I think I understand this phobia.
Really?
I hope the bottom will appear soon because I don't really want to go down into this darkness anymore. Why do all people, when they look down from a height, start imagining that they are falling? This makes everything inside them start to shrink.
Really? I feel like I'm not afraid of falling. I'm afraid of the end of the fall. If anything. So basically crashing into the ground. What if the elevator doesn't exist and you're just falling down? There's no point in thinking about it. Soon the elevator will reach its final destination and we'll be out of here. Alright, let's go with that answer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Thanks for calming me down a bit. It's a shame my mom never did this.
Oh.
Didn't help me. Maybe she just doesn't know how I feel and what I think.
Did you tell her?
You know everything about me. Ah ha ha ha. I wonder if there are so many floors here. What's going on here? Or what's happening? Well, what I'm sure of is that it's all illegal. I have a feeling that we will be killed. Don't you think so? Well, it's my own fault. I trusted two junkies. Although, considering what is happening in my life, I can say that I have nothing to lose.
What do you want to ask for in the wishing room? Oh, I'm going to ask with a question for sure.
I want to get rid of the voice in my head.
What?
I want to get rid of you. I know that you clearly understand me. I can't stand this anymore. My parents hate me because I think I'm weird. At school, no one talks to me. Everyone just laughs at me. Every day I want to die, and it's all because of you. I... You know, I'm just tired. I just hope that everything will change once I get rid of you. Sorry. Wow, we're here. I didn't even notice. Ha ha ha. Thanks to you, I didn't even notice how the floors flew by this place. You help me out so often. Maybe you're not so bad after all.
Yeah?
I would like to say, what the hell is this? However, I've already seen a lot today, so who cares? Let's move on. By the way, did I tell you how my dad got drunk when I was 7? I had a little ferret, and he would often do his business right in the middle of the living room.
Are you talking about your ferret? Or...
Well, you understand. Basically, he took a shite. One day my dad got drunk. He wanted to go to the toilet, but the way there was through the living room. Well, probably realized that he stepped in shite. Dad got so angry that he came to my room, grabbed the ferret by the tail. He spun it around and threw it out the window.
What the hell is wrong with your father?
And everything would have been fine, but my father didn't realize that the window was closed and my ferret just flew around the room. Some parts of it stuck to the window like a wad of wet toilet paper if you throw it at the wall.
I've never done that, but okay.
Why am I talking about this? I don't know. You really understand that I calm myself down with such conversations?
Sounds like your parents really don't have good influence on the psyche of this girl, that's for sure.
At the time, you weren't in my head yet. You just spawned in my head so unexpectedly when I was 13. Usually, such problems in children begin because of some kind of trauma, but during those years, I didn't have anything that could cause you. But I told my mother about you only 2 years later. What a fool I am. Maybe if I had told you earlier, the pills would have worked.
Maybe I'm your gift and not your curse. What if you just don't remember what happened to you? I believe this place can give answers to your questions. Let's go with that.
This place looks very empty, so I'm not sure we'll learn anything here specifically. But in the room of desires... I'll ask about everything in this room. I'm so curious about what happened here and why this complex was built. Arthur, I just became curious. When I found out about the room, I went through so many options that I could think of. But I never asked your opinion. Imagine we find the wish room. What will you ask for?
What I will ask for? I will ask, what is the way to help you? I can try it.
Wow, interesting! I'm so glad I finally found out what you were thinking. Looks like we've arrived. I don't believe. Such a bright light. This could mean that there will be something more than nothing. I really don't believe we found it. It really exists. I'm not sleeping right. So, what? Shall we go?
Come on in. Maybe you shouldn't go there. Come on in. Hello. What is your wish?
I'm sorry. I just want my mom to stop bullying me. I want to stop taking pills. I want to have friends. I want to get rid of the voice in my head.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You got the bad ending. Avoyant. Yikes. Should we try to attack and get the good hunting as well? Maybe. Of course, parts we've seen we'll skip past and then we'll jump into the to where we haven't been. Yeah, let's do it like that. The thing is, I don't know where exactly I should load the game from. Okay, let's see. Let's keep the stuff we've seen. Get up. What's your name? You know my name. Am I the voice in your head? What room? What are you thinking about? Of course, I'm sure we'll find the room and everything will be fine. Don't pay attention to the idiots that bully you. There is no point in thinking about it. Soon the elevator will reach its final destination and we'll be out of here. What do you want to ask? Let's go with, maybe I'm your gift and not your curse.
Well, I didn't think about it that way. What an optimist you are. Well, then now I'll perceive you as my gift. All that remains is to learn to control your gift. Every superhero, when they get their powers, they can't control their powers, but when they get it. For example, Spider-Man. I'm talking about Tobey Maguire. I hate Tom Holland.
I have not watched the Tom Holland movie, but I know for sure Tobey Maguire is the superior one, okay? No one can be a better Spider-Man.
Tony Stark just made him a suit. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, why can't you shut up when I want you to? Spider-Man learned to control his powers in just a week. You've been with me for 4 years now, but for some reason you still act like a freak. Well, I hope you will learn. Arthur, I just became curious. When I found out about the room, I went through so many options I could think of. But I never asked your opinion. Imagine I find the wish room. What will you ask for?
For you to be happy.
Wow, interesting. I'm so glad I finally found out what you were thinking. Looks like we've arrived. I don't believe. Such a bright light. This could mean that there will be something more than nothing. I really don't believe we found it. It really exists. I'm not sleeping, right? So what? Shall we go?
Sorry. Yeah. Hello! What is your wish?
You know, Arthur, I couldn't have gotten here without you. You supported me calmly down. You were my salvation. I wanted to get rid of you because I thought it was all about you. But it seems I was wrong. Without you, I would have already done something to myself. You know, something bad. So I want for you to be happy.
Are you sure? Yes. The end, you got the good ending. Okay. I guess that's it. Where is a gallery? Oh, okay. So those two pictures, it's nice. Short game. Pretty decent. Pretty decent short game. I mean, definitely showing us the girl that has her problems. And I would say the problems are possibly, I mean, I'm no specialist or anything like that, but I'm guessing here like kind of showing the girl that possibly has problems because one, her family two people in school. With the family, I mean, just the example of her father and the situation with the ferret, right? I mean, that definitely left some scratch on her mind. Yeah, and we only know of one situation, but, well, if it happened once, something like that, there is the possibility that, you know, other stuff also was going around. So, yeah. Then we go to school, the bullying and so on. Never a good thing. Never a good thing. It's kinda crazy, you know, I mean, in a way that I somehow went to schools where bullying was never a thing. Like, literally nobody bullied anyone. And those were all public schools. So, yeah. I guess in a way I can be grateful for that. Not like I would be bullied for. If you think about it, if I think about it, in a way, I was somehow the type of person that was sort of liked by everyone. But I guess maybe also because I used to play football in a club and so on, so yeah. Now, most of my contacts are gone. Nobody cares. Which is fine, to be fair. Which is fine. The most important part, in a way, about friends is, I would say, to have just a small group of close friends, basically. Yeah. In my opinion, at least, that's the best way. Because when you're an adult, you also don't have time to keep a lot of contacts. And so on. But yeah, good game. Good game. I might also check out 2196 Space Odyssey if it will run off my PC at all. But voices blaming blonde and voices blaming a blot and she was GG, basically a good game. Yeah. As always, link to the game in the description, guys. And not guys, the game is free. And also you can check out other games from the dev. Yeah, I mean other game. So yeah. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, which turned out lengthier than I expected, but that's fine. If you enjoyed, you know, consider checking out other stuff and maybe subscribing. That would be super appreciated by yours truly. And, well, I wish you an absolutely wonderful day. And remember, if you struggle with something, you know, seek a little bit of help with, I know, talking to the closest people to you. Or, you know, seek professional help. That's the important part. Yeah. Because sometimes dealing with problems on your own can be too much to handle. With that being said, let's end the video. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one as well. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Bye bye.